Life is full of unexpected things, but always remember that it's hard to be the person who never gives up. You have the power to be the boss of your own life. I'm your host, Monica Allen. I'm a wife, mom, entrepreneur, best-selling author, lifelong learner, and your biz bestie. I have a love and passion for all things small business. Growing my own company from $700 to over 7 figures annually, my goal is to bring you inspiration, business-focused topics and tips, encouragement, and a community that helps you launch, grow, and scale your business, whether you are a dreamer, a side hustler, or a seasoned entrepreneur. You are listening to the Become Your Own Boss podcast. When it comes to podcasting, I have an overall plan for a season. And then I'll have a weekly plan for upcoming episodes. My plan this week was to bring you an interview, a wonderful interview that I had with a woman who is 58 years young, a black belt, and on her second company. I can't wait to share this interview with you in the future. And I also planned on launching a new segment this week that I'm very excited about, a segment that will help you continue to grow as an entrepreneur. I am not the podcaster that batches a whole bunch of content. I actually like working on my podcast the week it airs, so it is relevant for the time, and I personally feel like I work well under pressure. So I had big plans for this upcoming week, but this week had different plans for me. It threw me a curveball. On Monday morning, we woke up to water in our upstairs laundry room. I thought it was no big deal because it was in the pan that sits underneath the washing machine. I thought we would just get a wet vac and vacuum the water out of the pan. No biggie. We will need to call someone to take a look at our practically brand new washer, though, to determine why it would run over. But then I go to grab my jacket out of our owner's suite closet, and on my way out, I heard a splash. I thought, oh no. But yes, there was water underneath the carpet from the laundry room. I walked swiftly to look at our garage because this area of the house sits over our garage, and sure enough, the ceiling was wet. So my week took an unexpected turn. Despite this turn, though, I still wanted to post an episode because I truly enjoy podcasting and I love connecting with you. After coming off of a great, relaxing weekend celebrating Mother's Day, I am now extremely tired from dealing with remediation companies, filing an insurance claim, moving around clothes and furniture, and while all this is happening, our roof is being replaced. Ethan and I are exhausted just trying to navigate it all while still managing our team and providing customers with excellent service. And, of course, getting our kids back and forth to school and doing all the parenting things. Now, the unexpected, it happens to all of us. We have to deal with the unexpected in our business. As we grow our businesses or launch our businesses, unexpected things will happen. We have to deal with unexpected things in our personal lives. It may be as hard and heavy as the loss of a loved one, or something like a flooded upstairs, which does not even compare to the first scenario. But be it business or personal, we have to continue to persevere. And honestly, I know there is a lesson in this mess. So I wanted to share with you just a few of my takeaways from this week. First, decision fatigue is real. A previous guest to the podcast mentioned decision fatigue. And as a business owner, it is so easy to suffer from it. You have people who have questions for you at your office. You may have questions from your kids, from your spouse, decisions that you have to make in the business, at home. In my case, just deciding on which remediation company to go with, whether to file a claim, whether not to file a claim, which of course, I think this is going to be way more than deductible, so we filed a claim. But decision fatigue is truly a real thing. And when it happens, you may just need to lay down, take a nap, rest, have a cup of coffee, and chill out. A friend suggested I just have a good cry. Now, I haven't done this yet, but I'm not going to say that it's not coming because it very well may. But I have gone to bed earlier each day this week because I'm truly just tired. And I've been using my programmable LED lights before bedtime. I even got some meditation and journaling in earlier today. Second takeaway, we have to adjust or be adaptable like water. I am not able to record in my normal space. I don't have a fancy studio anyway, but my closet is my studio and I actually really enjoy the space. I have a place to sit. I have a place to put up my mic and my phone. I have a little table for my laptop and I love it. It's actually very cozy and comfortable. However, I can't do that this week. There are really loud fans blowing into the closet and half of the clothes aren't in there. So that absorption of sound isn't going to happen the way it normally would. I've told my daughter a couple of times this week, you've got to adjust or be adaptable because we can't do everything the way we normally would. And it's interesting talking to a 12-year-old about that, but she understands. We actually have to be like water. Again, water is very adaptable. It flows over, under, and around everything. And we have to adapt when we are thrown a curveball. And honestly, I don't know what it is about water and Ethan and I, but we've had a few things happen in our home with water. We had something happen to our business just a few months ago dealing with water. And what is amazing about water is it is absolutely beautiful. It is calming. It's relaxing. We like fountains. Most of us like to go to the beach, but it's also extremely destructive. Third takeaway, despite all of our planning, sometimes things just don't go as planned. I use my Become Your Own Boss planner every single week, and I go into it with my goals. I go into it with my list of things to accomplish for the week. And truth be told, most of that just hasn't happened this week. I remember once we attended a conference that we invested about $40,000 into and planned on making double our investment. Unfortunately, we only broke even. Not only was that disappointing, but it also taught us an expensive lesson of sticking with our core competency. Though that did not go as expected, we still persevered and pushed forward. And gratefully, 14 years later, we are still in business. So things just don't always go as we plan them. That is, of course, in our personal lives as well as in our business lives. The key is to keep pushing forward and keep persevering through the tough times. And my last takeaway for today is it will all work out. I often try to find the silver lining in things, even when it doesn't go the way I planned. I haven't found it yet in this circumstance. However, I know it will all get worked out. The house will get repaired. Things will get put back in their proper place. And this will be but another lesson learned and a distant memory. I am hopeful that I will be able to bring you the new segment that I'm kicking off, as well as my interview with Jack Perez. You don't want to miss that one, so make sure you join me next week. I've rather enjoyed recording this unexpected and unplanned episode, and I'm truly a planner by nature. But this is fun. It actually pushes me outside my comfort zone. So maybe that's the silver lining. Thanks for tuning in today. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, where I like to provide inspiration and business tips at Become Your Own Boss podcast. And please take a moment to rate, review, and share the podcast. Now is the time to level up, leave a legacy, and become your own boss.